What's up guys, and welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be all things Magic Kingdom, and I just wanted to let you know that at the end of this video I'm going to be giving tips and tricks to make the most out of your Magic Kingdom day, and just some recommendations that I have for you. If you didn't see my last video, I did the same thing for Hollywood Studios. I also gave a bunch of general tips for Disneyworld as a whole. I will make sure to link that up above as well as down below for you guys to check out if you're interested. I also have one more video coming next week talking about all things Animal Kingdom. I just want to share with you guys everything that I was told, all the advice that I was given, and then things that I learned through my own experience. So let's get into this video and I will see you guys at the end. Okay, Sebastian, you're about to go into Disneyworld, the Magic Kingdom. Hello, welcome. Oh my gosh. You did it, you're in the park. It's my time to shine. What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are in the Magic Kingdom. We're gonna be celebrating Cheese's birthday. Her birthday is actually not until Saturday, but it's an unofficial birthday celebration today. And what else are we doing? Oh, it's Sebastian's first day here, and he's gonna go meet Mickey Mouse. He's got the cutest little outfit on. And yeah, so we're gonna have a really good day today. Started out rocky, had a rough night last night, but we're gonna make the best of it. Have a great day today. And yeah, we're currently headed to Adventureland. We're gonna go to Big Thunder Railroad. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad? Yeah. I don't know, if you know. It's the mountain. Whatever. Anyhow, yeah, we're headed there, and I'm just gonna take you guys along for the day. Yes! Amazing. Cheers. I just wanna be your Superman. It was taking too long, so we did the pose, and she gave up. Okay, we're taking Sebastian on the teacup. Oh, here we go. Vlogging today, but we've been having so much fun just hanging out and riding all the rides. Bash has really liked it, and I don't think it's been too overstimulating for him, but he has not been great at naps today. But we are officially on our way to dinner. We're going to, oh my gosh, that's the cutest picture of my whole entire life. That is a goal. Excuse me. So freaking cute. I am dead. Anyhow, so we're eating at Tony's restaurant. I don't know what it's called. I'll show you guys when we get there, but this is Aubrey's official birthday dinner celebration dinner. So we got the ravioli with grilled shrimp, the steak, gnocchi with chicken. Last but not least, chicken parmesan. Yay. Yeah, don't breathe too hard.
My present is gonna be no singing.
Happy birthday, dear Cheese. Happy birthday to you.
And many more. really wish. His hair is so curly. I love it. Who's that? Hey there. Mickey. Okay, ready for a picture?
Do you want to turn him? Okay. Hey there. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah. Hey, yeah. Let's look. Oh, there we go. You had a picture at the very end. Or a smile.
Yeah.
Okay. She's a female artist.
She's a rapper.
Okay,
Oh,
well, give another one.
Okay, so let's talk all things Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom is amazing and it's the most like Disneyland. So it definitely felt more like home. It was something I was way more familiar with. And so I'm just gonna give you guys a couple of tips on things. Like I said, it's definitely the most like Disneyland. So there's a lot of the same rides and they're very similar rides as well. They do have a couple of other rides. Like they have the Aladdin Magic Carpet, which is like Dumbo, but you get to ride on a magic carpet. Things like that. So just so you guys know. Okay, now let's talk all things food. This is kind of like a general thing. This first one is not specific just to Magic Kingdom, but I forgot to mention it in my general Disney World stuff. But the churros are different than Disneyland. I think Disneyland has the best churros of all time ever. And the ones at Disney World are good, but they were slightly different. I felt like they had like a crispier cook to them. I don't really know. Also, sorry about any noise. The trains are like going buck wild today. Gosh. Okay, anyhow, they have like this crispier, they're crispier, but then also chewier at the same time. And I don't know how that happens, but I do think that still Disneyland's are better. And I think that they're different, but they're still good. They're still, I feel like Disney standard, but they're just not the same. So just a heads up there. I've also been told that the corn dogs are not the same, and don't even bother with the corn dogs, because if you're used to like the Disneyland corn dogs, they're like apparently far and above the Disney World ones, so they're not the same. I've been told do not even try them at Disney World because they're not good. Another suggestion that we got from my friend Caitlin at the castle, I will leave her Instagram handle right here. She gave me like all of our food suggestions for the whole trip basically. But her suggestion was to try Sleepy Hollow. I believe it's in Adventureland, but they have these waffles. They have stuffed waffles, they have specialty waffles. My mom got one and it was, it just had like strawberries and whipped cream on it. She said it was so good, she loved it. And then they had a Nutella stuffed one that I wanted to try, but I just didn't get to try it that day and I was so bummed out. But I have heard that they're so good, so next time I go, I will not miss out. Another thing that I really wanted to try was the Cheshire Cat Tails at the Cheshire Cafe, and it's over by the teacups, and it looked so good. I really wanted to get it. We actually went to go get it, but by the time we got there, it had already closed for the night, so I was super bummed about that. But I've heard it's really good, and I've heard it's like a Magic Kingdom only thing, so it's something they don't have in Disneyland. It's something they don't have in any other parks. It's a Magic Kingdom exclusive, treat. So if you're going, I would suggest doing that. Not because I tried it, because I didn't, but just because it's been recommended to me. And then lastly, we did go to Tony's restaurant for my sister's birthday. That was definitely a more expensive meal. It was the nicest meal we had the entire trip that we were there in Florida. And I thought it was really, really good. Sometimes when you think of like theme park food, it's like way overpriced and not very good, but Disneyland is always great. Disney is great. And I think that it was worth the price. I don't think it was not the most expensive. It was not like a casting or like a dining experience where you get to like hang out with like characters or anything like that, but it was just nice to have a nicer meal, to sit down, to be in like air conditioning, and all of the food was really good. I showed all the food on the vlog that we got, and I would highly suggest all of it. And their bread was really good too. Their bread was actually like so delicious. So love me some carbs. So I would highly suggest that for you guys if you're wanting a nicer meal, but not one that is like $65 plus a person. Because I'm pretty sure it's over $60 to eat at the Bell, like Be Our Guest restaurant. I'm pretty sure it's over $60 per person. But at this other one that we went to, Tony's restaurant, it was like 20 to 25, so it definitely is a little more expensive, but once again, like not too terrible. So let's talk fast passes. So I feel like because this is the most similar to Disneyland, it's like there wasn't too much that was like, you have to get this, you have to get that. But things that I would suggest, because they always had like the longest wait, and I felt like the wait never truly went down even at the end of the night, is Space Mountain and the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I think they're two really fun rides. The Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is similar to, I would say, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, but it's different. And I think it's really fun and really cute. Also, the queue that you wait in is like interactive. They have like games that you can play where you're like sorting like the diamonds and gems and stuff. So that's really cute. I would highly suggest that one. And then Space Mountain, always, you have to ride that one. And they have two tracks that go simultaneously, so that's really cool as well. And I feel like they're slightly different. They're probably not. They're probably exactly the same, but mirrored. But maybe it's just the mirroring that makes them slightly different. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But those are the two that I would highly, highly suggest doing. And then other than that, I would just say kind of pick and choose what you want. We got fast passes for Small World. I believe we used fast passes for Haunted Mansion, things like that. But I would suggest if you're booking in advance, definitely get one for Space Mountain. Definitely get one for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train if you can. Next is meeting Mickey. We took Sebastian to go meet Mickey, and it was so cute. And I know that they have fast passes as well as the standby line. We just did the standby line, and I think it was like literally 10 minutes. It was not bad at all. But you can get a fast pass. I would say unless you're going on like what's predicted to be or what ends up being like an extremely busy day, like don't bother getting a fast pass for that. Just do the standby. I think throughout the day, the longest it got was like 20 minutes, but nothing longer. Excuse me. But nothing longer than that. I don't think it's worth like using a fast pass to meet Mickey. I think it's totally fine just doing standby. But they have like a bunch of different rooms and you go to meet Mickey, and it's just really nice and really cute. And it's nice that it's also inside. You get AC, and yeah, highly suggest taking your kids to do that. Or if you just want to meet Mickey, go do that. Okay, once again, I think it's really important to take breaks throughout the day and like let yourself rest. But I also like to make sure that like when we take breaks, that we're not taking breaks doing nothing, and that we're still like doing things at the park and making the most of our time. So I have two suggestions for you guys if you're taking a break on what to do. So the first is to go to the Hall of Presidents. It was actually surprisingly busier than we thought. And I believe it's like just like a video movie that you kind of like sit and watch. We actually didn't like watch it because by the time it would have started, we had dinner reservations, so we had to like leave. So we wouldn't have been able to stay for the whole thing. And then the next thing was Mike's Laugh Floor. We didn't get to do that. I was so bummed. We didn't get to do that this trip, but we went last time. And it is so fun. I feel like it's like Crush's Turtle Talk, but it's with Mike Wazowski, and it's so funny. He just like, they have somebody like doing the voice of Mike Wazowski, and he roasts people in the audience. I think it's hilarious. So it's It's a good laugh, and it's just really fun to like go to, and it's a really good break for your feet, and once again, a good AC. Okay, fireworks. Fireworks are like the best, let's be serious. If you're not into fireworks, make sure, if like that's not on your to-do list, I would suggest doing it, first off. But if it's not important to you, use that time to definitely ride rides. Everybody, like so many people are trying to watch the fireworks, so a lot of the crowd goes to like Main Street, and then the lines around it kind of like free up. But if you're into fireworks, get there so early. I would suggest staking out a spot a minimum of 2 hours early. And I know that sounds like a lot, but you can leave your stuff. People are pretty respectful of like not touching your stuff, unless you like leave it in the middle of the road or like somewhere it's definitely not allowed. Then a cast member will move it. But like if you're pulled over on the sidewalk and you kind of leave like a blanket, a jacket, your stroller out, people are generally pretty respectful. But if you don't want to leave your stuff, because sometimes, you know, I get it, we don't, I would suggest like switching out, so having like 1 or 2 people stay with your stuff while other people go ride the ride, and then switching off so that you can like still be doing stuff but also saving your spot. Anyhow, so I would suggest getting there at least 2 hours early and staking out a spot, stake out a good spot. I will show you guys, I will put a map right here of Main Street, and like I will circle where we ended up parking ourselves for fireworks. And I actually thought it was really good because we could see the whole castle, we could see, oh, excuse me, we could see Tinkerbell fly by, we could see absolutely everything. And the best part about where we were standing is that there was nobody standing directly in front of us. So how it works is once you stake out your spot, you're free to sit down, but then anywhere from 30 minutes before fireworks are supposed to start to 15 minutes before fireworks are supposed to start, they will make you stand up and move closer together. Oh my gosh, freaking trains. Anyhow, so they will make you stand up and push together to like fit as many people in the area as you can. So when you stand up, obviously people are taller than you, people are shorter than you, there are kids on people's shoulders. So I would suggest where we stood or something similar to that, because all we had in front of us, yes, there were people across like the shrubbery area, but there wasn't like people standing literally directly in front of us. Like we had that space, we could still see everything. Even though there were kids on shoulders in the distance, it did not block our view at all. Also, I don't know if this is every night, but on the night that we went, they had a fun like special projection show on the castle after the fireworks. So they did fireworks, and then about like 15 to 30 minutes later, they had this projection show. And I would say it was like 95% projection, 5% fireworks. So there were still like some little fireworks surprises, but it was really cool. I think that it's something that's so cool and unique to Disney World. They're trying to do it in Disneyland, but I feel like it's just so well done in Disney World. So I would suggest staying for that if you can. The freaking trains, you guys. Just gonna ignore them because I'm so close to being done. They also do like a projection thing on the castle as the park is closing, just like a final like, thanks for coming, we appreciate you, Disney magic kind of moment, and it's really cool. So would suggest that. Also, I feel like everything in Disney World closes way before the parks. I feel like generally in Disneyland things are open like until the park closes, or even like after the park is closed. Oh my gosh. But anyhow, it's like in Disneyland on Main Street, all of like the shops are open for an hour after close, but they close like right when the park, immediately when the park closes, if not earlier in Disney World. So that was disappointing for us. So if that's something you're planning, if that's something you wanted to do, make sure you do it during the day and check those hours before the park closes. Anyhow, I'm gonna wrap this up before any more trains come and interrupt me. But that is all the tips and suggestions that I have for Magic Kingdom for you guys. Once again, if there are any things that I did not cover, any more questions that you guys have, make sure to leave them in the comments down below. Let me know if you guys have any tips, comment them down below as well. Help each other out, and yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, hit the notification bell, and we'll go ahead and see you guys in the last Disney World series video on Tuesday. Bye, guys.